Once called Carolina's Stadium, it now goes by Bank of America Stadium. Or more simply, the Vault, as we're here in Charlotte, North Carolina. Up next, let's keep it in the NFC for this game between the Dallas Cowboys and the Carolina Panthers.
Ryan Fitzgerald to kick off for Carolina.
Ryan Fitzgerald all set to get this one started. And off we go from Bank of America Stadium. This one's fielded at the 4-yard line. And he's brought down just inside the 25.
The Cowboys take over first and 10 at their own 23-yard line.
All right, let's get this show on the road. It is first and 10.
Yeah! There we go!
Now running here with Jaden Blue. And a couple of teammates combining there for the stop after just 1 yard.
That's the kind of yardage that's not going to kill this drive on the first play, but it does put you a little bit behind schedule. Now second down becomes critical because nobody wants a 3 and out.
Following that little 2-yard run, it's second and 8.
There we go! Count! 47! 26!
Working out of the gun, it's Prescott. And he's finally down to put a stop to this one, but a notable chunk of yardage broken off with that gain.
That's a statement throw right there. A statement throw that lets the opposing defense know it's not just going to be check down Charlie today. They're going to be willing to push the ball down the field, and this defense better respond.
Here's first and 10 from the 47.
Here we go! 26!
Shotgun snap, a give to Blue. He dodged the tackle. And a great play was brought to an end as this one reaches the 35-yard line. They'll move the chains after that pickup of 12.
These running backs love getting into the open field, and the best of them, they're not even looking at the man right in front of them. They're looking at that next level to get a chunk run like that.
All set to go now from the 35.
Yeah, there we go! 49! Here we go, 46! Then we're going to 53. 26!
First and 10, here's Prescott. This is complete, Jalen Tolbert. And the stop comes at the 15-yard line as he gets them into the red zone. So 20 yards on that play. And that'll be good for a Dallas first down.
This entire play, Kate, depends on how well he can separate from his man. You get man-to-man coverage, it's really about two things: separation and trust. Because QBs want to throw it before he breaks, that's the trust, and then they got to believe that that separation can create the big play down the field.
So a new set of downs. Here we go, first and 10. First down, here's Dak. Throws caught, and he's got a decent gain before being brought down.
I'm not going to lie, I know they got a completion, and completions, you never turn them down. But to make that throw for those yards in the double coverage, that is way too much risk for that reward.
A third down run with Blue. He's unable to get away from that tackle. Good work by the defense. Nothing gained on second down.
I think one thing you learn, Kate, when you transition from college to the NFL, not every run is going to be a big play. Some of them, well, they're just destined to end in a minimal gain, and some of them will set up that critical play action for later.
Forced out to his right. And they get to him as he was trying to make something happen. And they're staring at a fourth down now after that sack.
Oftentimes, these early exchanges are just a feeling-out process for rushers and blockers. But they can also set the tone for the battles the rest of the game. And that defender, you know, with an early win, he's feeling really good about himself. All in all, Kate, I'm going to call that a good start. Offense established himself, moved the ball, and the kicker able to give him a lead.
Aubrey now to kick this one away. Trevor Etienne to return this. and he takes the return out of bounds.
The Panthers take over first and 10 at their own 22-yard line.
Panthers look just about ready. First and 10.
Let's go now. 33, yellow.
On the ground, Chuba Hubbard gets it. He swarms in the middle. This gets maybe a yard. There on the stop, that's rookie out of Boston College, Donovan Ezeraku.
This offense is now left with some ground to make up a little bit here on second down after that drive starts with a very minimal gain.
Young working from the gun. Completed over the middle. And this is brought to a stop up at the 34-yard line there. They get an even 10 on that play. And that's going to bring up a Carolina first down.
First and 10 at the 34-yard line.
Shotgun snap now to Young. And that's incomplete. Wanted to dial up the aggressiveness there like that, but couldn't connect. Second down. That's going to be something to watch as this game goes on, Brock. We know they like to take their shots throughout.
Yeah, and we know this league today, Kate, loves to play that umbrella coverage, right? Try to keep everything in front of them.
Yep.
The only way you're going to get behind them is to take shots like that one.
That one's cut along the left sideline. And he is tagged right as he brings that one in, Brock. But a solid gain right up towards that midfield stripe. He'll get 16 yards on that play. And that's good for a Panthers first.
At the 50-yard line.
Running with Hubbard out of the gun. And he'll scurry forward for a pickup of 3.
That's the kind of run play that feels like tug-of-war at field day. And you're just not moving the other side. Just a short run. Neither side feels particularly good about it, and we'll move to the next.
Second down now. They need 7. Out of the gun, Young. That one is incomplete. Couldn't hang on through the contact. Couldn't find Jimmy Horn Jr. there. So that brings them to third down. All right, partner testing the perimeter early there. Coverage held up. Could be a tough day for those outside receivers to make an impact.
Okay, partner, testing you here. You've heard me say this a lot. Okay, coordinator's job is to get you man-to-man coverage, and your job is?
To win it. On third down, it's Young. Complete beyond the marker. And they get this down roughly to the 34-yard line. 12 yards on that play, and a good call nets him the first.
I'm not sure how this defense let that guy slip through him like that. On third down, nonetheless, he took that snap as an opportunity, and man, did he make an impact play.
Young on first and 10. Sends this to the end zone. Oh, again, it looks like a pick, but they drop it. A chance to steal it away in the end zone, but they just can't finish the play.
Well, that's not the uniform you want to see almost bringing it in. They are so fortunate to have another shot down here after the near pick.
On second and 10, Young. Catch made by Chuba Hubbard. And the defense waiting for him at the line, and he goes down. Only a solitary field goal so far as we're through one quarter. It's the Cowboys out in front. We'll take a brief pause and head back to Bank of America Stadium after this. We're ready to go with the second quarter. It's Panthers football. They've been moving it well, but face a third down here. Third and long for him here. Into the hands of Leggett. And they're going to bring him down as he makes it all the way to the 12. That chunk worth a nice 21 yards. And that's going to bring up a Carolina first down.
From a great throw to a nice route and catch to moving the chains, there wasn't a whole lot not to like about that amazing play.
And keep this drive moving, partner. Here's another 1st and 10. A quick throw completed out to the left. He takes it in. Touchdown, Carolina. The Panthers finish off their opening drive. All right, so we're already into the second quarter, Brock, but that was just their opening drive of this football game. Fortunately, they did get a touchdown out of it.
Yep, and if opportunities with the ball are going to be as infrequent as they've been to start this game, you got to make each and one of those chances count. In that area, they are a perfect 1-for-1.
That one splits the uprights. And the Panthers won up the opposing field goal. They start with 7 on their opening drive.
Ryan Fitzgerald to kick off for Carolina.
Now Fitzgerald on to handle the kickoff. Returning it from the 4. And he's out of bounds, approaching the 25. Couple yards short at the 23. Cowboys just about set. Here comes 1st and 10.
Yeah, here we go. Then we're going to
Play action now for Prescott. Bails out of the pocket quick. That one doesn't find its man. Incomplete. Trying to get that one to CeeDee Lamb. So it'll be 2nd down. Well, they connected on 3 straight before that throw, Brock. Might not be perfect anymore on this drive, but they are still moving it well.
And I don't expect that one to interrupt his progress very long. They're still on a mission this series, and he's the one driving it.
Give on 2nd here to Blue. Defender gets to him right around the line. It's going to be marked as no gain. So, Brock, that means 3rd down coming up.
Big man up front said, not in my house. Let me tell you, Kate, once you're in the grasp of one of those big old fellas on the D-line, you're done. They would say it on the East Coast like this. It's over. Over.
This drive in jeopardy. Here's a 3rd and 10. Slot receivers headed left. Prescott now on 3rd down. That's completed right side. And he has it right near midfield here. Looks like about a yard short. A gain of 26 yards there. And that's good for a Dallas 1st down.
There are times a quarterback's got to be blacksmiths. When you're in the pocket, there's just a certain timing and precision. But you get outside that pocket, you got to be an artist. You got to be creative, and this guy is.
Prescott on 1st and 10. He's going to loft one deep to the left. And they can't connect on the deep look. Still a couple of snaps to play with, though, here. We've got 2nd down.
That's somebody they're going to look for if he has any space deep. That space, though, Kate, just disappeared between when he let that pass go and when he actually made it down the field.
Here we go.
Back to the air, Prescott. Defender arrives right as the ball does, and the hit knocks it free. Incomplete. Intended target there was CeeDee Lamb. So now it's going to be 3rd and long.
Hey, I get it. If any of their pass catchers have what it takes to beat double coverage, it's him. The kids would say, he's him. That defense knew it's why they doubled him and knocked it away.
And oh, someone stepped in. It's intercepted. Trevin Wallace has it. And the Panthers are going to have it after his 2nd interception of the season.
I've not yet in my lifetime come across a defender who hasn't told me how great an offensive player they were back in the day. Oh, you should have seen me as a running back or wide receiver. Well, right there, that defender showed some of that background. A brilliant job of getting into the open field and setting his offense up for success.
And he's brought down after a gain of about 6 inside the 40.
Cool thing about a drive starting run like that, Kate, is it really just gives you every opportunity in the playbook, whatever you want to do. But as for me, I'd like to reward that runner. Give it to him again and see if he can get you a new set of downs.
Set, hut. Ready?
On second down, it's Hubbard. And he'll pick up enough to move the chains.
That result right there is why coaches all across all levels of football on defense talk about good, solid tackling, Kate. It's not just to hear themselves talk. It's to make sure that when you can bring a guy down, you're able to, and keep them from piling on those yards.
Finds him over the middle. And he gets this down to the 13-yard line. That one goes for 17 yards and moves the chains.
Nice to see that connection, that chemistry working between the two of them.
First and 10 at the 13-yard line.
Offense getting set. Here's first and 10. From the red zone now. Touchdown, Carolina. The Panthers pick it off and get points on the ensuing drive. So, Brock, this offense looking sharp here in the first half as they extend their lead.
You know, and when things are going well, sometimes you really just get into a groove. And this is a unit that's putting the pieces together.
That one right down the middle. And the Panthers drive their lead to 11. Now Fitzgerald on to handle the kickoff. Return starts at the 3. Things going well so far. Oh, still going. Touchdown! They return the kick all the way to the house. Well, when it's set up perfectly, Brock, and you get an exciting return man back there fielding it, wow, there are not many plays in football more exciting than taking a kick back for 6.
Find those blockers, follow those blockers, and then step on the gas. So simple for me to describe, yet so tough to execute on the field.
What do you think, Brock? Can we get dueling kick return touchdowns, huh? Let's find out. The kick is away. Following the kick return, we've got somebody shaken up, so we're going to get a stoppage here as he's attended to.
At their own 35-yard line.
So good field position for the Panthers. Starting this drive, first and 10. Now they're going to throw out of the gun. Has him on the quick hitter. And they'll take him down at the 43-yard line.
That is a textbook first down completion. Sets up second and very manageable and creates space to take that shot downfield.
Offense is set. This is second and 2. Now it's Young. Cut for big yards on the right side. And this is marked down right along that 40-yard line. That play good for 17 and a first down.
It sure seemed like he knew exactly where he was going with that right off the snap.
First and 10 at the 40-yard line.
From the 40-yard line now, this is first and 10. Back to throw. Here's Young. Short pass brought in. They get to him after a small pickup to the 35. Brought down by Rasul Douglas.
Well, that's a pretty similar result to a first down run play. Moves it forward, keeps you on schedule, and makes second and third down a whole lot easier to manage.
Young on the play action. This is Legance working the left side. And he's tackled with a first down yardage.
Move the chains! Gotta move them chains! Build momentum and keep that defense on its heels.
First and 10 at the 26.
Coming to the line for another first and 10. Again, it's Young. And he'll set up the screen. It's Hubbard. And he's brought down. They're going to mark him at the 14. Pickup of 12 on that play. And that's good for a Panthers first.
We've heard it said, and I believe it to my core, football is the ultimate team sport. And a well-run screen like that is the ultimate team play because it takes all 11 doing their job.
From the red zone on first. The shot to the end zone is incomplete. Thought he had a touchdown there. And we'll see what they do here on second down.
Well, it's hard for me to get too mad at him for missing a touchdown when he's already got 2 in his pocket. Maybe fantasy managers might not agree with me on this one, Kate. But don't worry, as hot as he is, I bet you a third one's coming at some point.
That's caught by Hubbard. Excellent play defensively as they get to him behind the line. That's going to bring up third down. Now we get a timeout by the Panthers. It's their first. They'll have 2 left to work with before halftime.
You know, Kate, sometimes I'm a little reticent to tip my cap to the defense, but that is a job well done. That was a wall to nowhere. A little shuffle pass ends up going backwards because that defense, well, they were sound, they were structured, and they knocked him on his keister.
To the air yet again. Young. Pocket isn't holding up. They're able to drop him. The Cowboys signaling for their first time out. They'll have 2 left to work with before halftime.
When they were in their defensive meetings this week, that's exactly how you draw it up. Play sound zone defense. Give that quarterback nowhere to go. Let that pass rush get home.
Fitzgerald sends this through. Hold on, though. There's a flag down here. Although, if this is on the defense, Brock, they're probably just going to decline it and keep that make. A fortunate break for them as they get a gift with roughing the kicker. Their offense heading back out to keep things going. You hate to see this on 4th down for that defense, roughing the kicker, and now they've got a first inside the red zone. Working inside the red zone. Outright, Leggett makes the ground. Now Carolina's going to take a timeout. That's its second. And they still have 1 in their pocket for what's left of this half.
At the Cowboys' 6-yard line.
Nice spot here for the offense. It's 2nd and 1. Out of the gun, Young. He has the Carolina touchdown. The Panthers will add to their lead at the end of the half. Manage that clock beautifully down to the final moments, Brock, and they get the score just before halftime.
That doesn't change the theme of the halftime speech, but I guarantee you it adds some enthusiasm to the tone. That was awesome.
That one splits the uprights. And the Panthers drive their lead to 11.
Ryan Fitzgerald to kick off for Carolina.
Time left for maybe a return plus a play here as they send this away. His return starts at the 5. Good work so far. He's got room. He's at the 30. And somehow they've reached the end zone with no time remaining in the half. I think we know somebody who really likes the way kickoffs were redesigned, partner. The old format. What, teams were lucky if they got 2 in a season, and here he's got 2 by himself in this game.
Yeah, if you think about it, Kate, like in our lifetime, we have not seen such a drastic new rule change that's created so much new scheme and opportunity. These returns, well, they're a product of hard work, new scheme, and finding ways to exploit the weakness of your opponent.
Well, if you love high-scoring games, no doubt you have been glued to your television so far. And no signs of slowing down as we begin our second half. And that's going to set them up just beyond their own 20.
ETN on the return. The Panthers take over 1st and 10 at their own 22-yard line.
Ready, break.
Carolina offense to the line. Here's 1st and 10.
Set, ready, ready.
This drive will begin with Hubbard. Can't slip that initial tackle. Stops made for no gain on that 1st down play.
You know, Kate, over the years, I've heard running backs say there's just sometimes you got to run into darkness. Just go where there is no lane and hope that something opens along the way. That linebacker said, not this time.
Well, nothing doing on the last run. It's 2nd and 10. Looking to throw, Young. He misfired on that one. It's behind his man.
Can't cover it much better than that. Really well covered, Kate, on that play. There just simply was not a window for him to sneak that throw in.
So after that prior incompletion, we've got 3rd down. Throw here, 3rd down. Fought off a tackle, but he lost the football. But I believe someone on the Panthers made it to the loose football first. They're hanging on to it.
It's 4th down.
On 4th down, Panthers going to turn to Sam Martin to punt this one away. And this somehow is only going to be our first punt of the game. Takes this in at the 25. It's a nice running on that return. He gets it up past the 35.
On the return, the Cowboys take over 1st and 10 at their own 36-yard line.
To the line come the Cowboys. Good starting spot here. 1st and 10.
Yeah! Here we go. 26.
1st down. Here's Dak. Completed over the middle. And they'll stop him here, but not before he gets out to the 47-yard line. Offense up to the line fast.
46. 26.
Throwing on 1st is Prescott. Complete out to the right side. And they get this down roughly to the 34-yard line. A 19-yard pickup, and that's going to move the chains.
Good offenses. Okay, good play callers know how to utilize their personnel. They know where they wanted them. They wanted them on a route in space where he could make that initial play comfortably, but then go to work after.
So they'll head up here, 1st and 10 from the 34. Prescott, a quick throw, complete. And they bring him down after the play reaches the 26.
Oh, man, these are the kind of plays you can't wait to get on film and watch the next day. Look at the fellow pass catchers. Look at the guys getting out front, helping on that screen pass. Get your player in space, your buddies do the rest around you, and a big play follows.
After a good pickup, they're set up with 2nd and short.
54 line. Yeah! Here we go.
Dak throwing again. Has another one. And this is going to make it down to the 6. That's going to set him up with 1st and goal.
It's a gain of 20.
Some of these quarterbacks, Kate, I swear, it's just instinctive. Like a great running back, they just know how to buy a little bit more time and to create space to find those completions outside the pocket.
Yeah! Here we go. 26.
Finds him quickly on the RPO. And in he goes for the Dallas touchdown. The Cowboys grab the lead on their first series of the half. For the point after, here's Aubrey. The point after splits the uprights. And the Cowboys push their lead to 3.
24, Panthers 21. Brandon Aubrey to kick off for the Cowboys.
Aubrey now to kick this one away. On the return, this is ETN. And that's going to set them up just beyond their own 20.
On the return, the Panthers take over 1st and 10 at their own 22-yard line.
Panthers look just about ready. 1st and 10. And going play action. Young. Connects on the crosser. And he's out of bounds. Defenders get there to drive him out right near that 40-yard line. Give him 18 yards on that play, Brock, and it gets him a first down.
You know, Kate, you'll find teams go to this crossing route concept sometimes a dozen times a game. A lot of times it's for shorter yardage, but sometimes things break in the right coverage for a much bigger impact play, just like that.
First down, Young. His shot downfield will wind up incomplete.
Those passes get more and more difficult as you try to get aggressive downfield. I love the call. I love pushing the ball down the field. But the windows in the throwing lanes aren't there long, and it only takes a little bit for a throw to be off.
2nd and 10 now. Young's going to try again. And this is going to be incomplete again. Defender knocks this one away and brings up 3rd down.
Such a big part of that breakup, Kate, or any breakup as a corner, is your positioning relative to the target and really the timing of it all. You can be in the right spot, but if you don't time it, that ball is still caught at this league. That corner played that one nearly perfectly.
On 3rd down, it's Young. And that one's too far in front of him, so now they're facing 4th down.
Kate, as a quarterback, that is so rough. Incomplete, incomplete, incomplete. You're going to go to the sidelines, you're going to look at that tablet, and you're going to try to figure out how in the heck do we turn this around.
That's taken at the 15. And he can't find anything as he goes out of bounds. Nothing on that return. Dallas getting everybody set. They've got 1st and 10.
47. Wide eight. Here we go. Go to 54. Go to 54. Wide eight.
Prescott here from the gun. Has him on the quick hitter. And he's going to be sent out of bounds just after he crosses the 35. They get 20 yards out of the play and move the chains.
Gosh, I really like this receiver on that drag route in particular. Why? Because he's a guy that creates after the catch. They don't close quickly. He could take it to the house.
He's going to loft this deep down the left sideline. That one's caught at the 10-yard line. And he's going to be hauled down at the 2, and that sets up 1st and goal.
The analytics are pretty clear. It's hard to move the ball in this league with short little dinks and dunks. You've got to get the explosive chunk. You got to get the big play, and that throw to the outside, that gets the job done.
Here we go.
From the red zone now. Escapes the pocket. And into the end zone he goes for a Dallas touchdown. The Cowboys make it a 9-point advantage. For the point after, here's Aubrey. He's good on the extra point effort. And the Cowboys make it a 10-point ball game.
Panthers 21.
Aubrey now to kick this one away. On the return, this is ETN. Big shot at the end of that run back as he gets it just past the 20.
The Panthers take over 1st and 10 at their own 24-yard line.
Carolina offense to the line. Here's 1st and 10.
Set, set.
Hubbard gets it to start the drive. This drive's going to start out with a gain of 5 before they bring him down.
You know, Kate, that might be a little bit of a disappointing run to him. He wanted more. They always do. That's exactly what they were after offensively to get this drive moving.
Okay, ready?
1st down run, nabs him 5. Now 2nd and 5. Shotgun snap now to Young. Finds a seam down the middle. And in a brilliant they are off to midfield before somebody manages to stop him. Big gainer here as he picks up 20. And that's going to bring up a Carolina 1st down. Double coverage deal breaker for a lot of QBs, Brock, but less so when it's a target you trust.
You know, it's interesting, Kate, even 20-something years ago, watching Marvin Harrison and Peyton Manning work, every defense would go into every game trying to double cover him, but yet those two, well, like we just saw right there, just got it done regardless.
Into traffic, complete. He hangs on to that football, Brock, through a well-timed tackle. Nice gain. They're down to the 36. They'll get 14 yards and a new set of downs. They've got first down here from the 36. Young working from the gun. Knocked away, that's going to be incomplete. Defender there, that brings up second down.
How many times do defenders hear from their coaches, read and react, read and react? You got to read where the quarterback's eyes are going, and then more importantly, you got to react as he begins to throw and knock that ball away.
He's got it to him yet again, and that one is caught.
It's a gain of 6. Makes it 3rd and 4.
Here they go, getting set for 3rd and 4. Again, it's Young. Complete beyond the marker. And they've got him down near the red zone at the 22. 3 quarters in the books from this one. It's the Panthers who have it to start, coming in trailing on the scoreboard. They'll come up on 1st and 10. Here's Young again. Big catch made, and he got both feet in. That one goes for 15, and now they're going to have 1st and goal.
Sure seems like he knew exactly what he wanted, and he got it, going right where he wanted to with the ball off the snap.
Offense in position now. It's 1st and goal. Throwing out to the left. Cup. Touchdown, Carolina. The Panthers making a 4-point game here in the 4th. Not a lot of processing time from the moment he pulled it back to the moment he made that throw, Brock. But I think we can all agree he made the right choice not to hand it off, and then the right read on that throw.
Yeah, he sure did, kid. It kind of reminds me of the option quarterbacks of our day growing up, right? Those guys that made that pitch, and it was just second nature. They were on the run, guys all around. Didn't matter. He's going to put that pitch right on them. The great RPO quarterbacks of today do exactly the same thing with their throws.
Ryan Fitzgerald to kick off for Carolina.
Volley set up, and it's away. Just a 3-point game now. And he wasn't chancing a return there, putting it out on the back of the end zone for a touchback. The Cowboys have it in great field position as they come up to the line, 1st and 10.
Then we're going to 53.
Dak now from the gun. Chased out to his right. Right side, Ferguson's got it. And he's all the way across midfield, down inside that 45-yard line. They managed 22 on the rip and a 1st down.
Don't you feel sometimes, Kate, up here in the booth when we get to see things develop, we're playing the same guessing game that defenses are on those kind of plays? Is he planning on keeping it or just waiting for a throw to develop and get open? That time the QB did a terrific job of finding that outlet.
Prescott on 1st and 10. Caught, nice gain left side. And they're going to have 1st and goal as he gets this down to the 4.
That's just awesome, Kate. A little bit of multitasking on that catch. Primary focus, as I always say, is you got to catch it first. But out of the corner of his eye, he knew exactly where to go, and he gets a bunch of yak on top of it.
All set up for an insurance score here. It's 1st and goal.
Yeah! Here we go.
Working inside the red zone. Buys time, rolling right. And this is caught. Touchdown, Dallas. The Cowboys making a 9-point advantage. I should know this by now, Brock. I don't know if you're a Broadway guy, but there's a lot of names that belong on the playbill for this lead we've got here. But but his name belongs on the marquee as he brings in his second touchdown grab.
Yeah, a bunch of contributors all throughout this roster. No, not a Broadway guy. And with 2 scores now, it's what, a 2-score game? Easy to see he's been one of the key actors throughout.
Appreciate the honesty. Aubrey now to kick this one away. He's going to field this at the 2. And in the end, he's able to get it to about the 25-yard line before he's hauled down.
At their own 25-yard line.
On the double.
Panthers look just about ready. 1st and 10. Now Young. Gets this one horn. And he's up to the 35-yard line as they reel him in.
I feel so bad. I really do. And I don't mean this sarcastically, Kate. I feel bad for these guys in coverage. I don't know how you defend some of these players today because they get that drag route, they get one step inside of you. Well, there's very little you can do other than make the tackle.
Just a yard left to go on 2nd down. Out of the gun, Young. That's incomplete on 2nd down.
Hey, Kate, I know it's unrealistic to expect a 100% completion rate from anywhere on the field. But in this close, you really shouldn't be missing too many throws. Those need to be borderline automatic.
So after that prior incompletion, it's 3rd down. Looking to throw on 3rd and 1. He had it for a moment, but a great defensive play to jar it loose. Incomplete.
The numbers tell us pretty clearly, you get to 3rd and long, extra long, it's really hard to stay on the field. That's disappointing because that was 3rd and manageable in an incomplete.
Down in the 4th, offense staying out there for this. Desperation time here. And they don't get the catch they need there. Their hand was forced, Brock. Had to try and go for it, but they turn it over on downs.
I think every analytics book out there, Kate, said you got to go for it. You're in 4-down territory, down a couple scores here in the 4th. But now it's all about the defense. Can the defense come with a quick turnover or a stop to somehow, some way, spark a comeback?
We're going to 54 wide. Then we're going to 53.
First and 10, Prescott. Finds the in route, complete. And he's going to take this down to the 11-yard line. Give him 24 yards on that one. And that'll be good for a Dallas 1st down.
You know, it sure seems like he knew exactly where he was going with that before the snap. That's a pre-snap decision that led to a post-snap 1st down.
So a new set of downs. Here we go. 1st and 10.
Yeah! Here we go! Wide in. Then we're going to 53. Here we go, going to 54. Here we go, 47. 26.
1st down, here's Dak. He intercepts it. That is exactly what they needed. And the Panthers have some new life in the 4th.
Prescott's pass intercepted. The Panthers take over 1st and 10 at their own 15-yard line.
Carolina offense to the line. Here's 1st and 10. Young to throw it. He goes back to him yet again. Complete. And he's brought down. They're spotting this one right at the 20.
The goal of that little drag route is to get him for at least a minimal gain with space to add after that. That picked up a good chunk, and it was nearly a big play.
Looking to throw, Young. That one is incomplete. Couldn't hang on through the contact. You go middle of the field against zone coverage, Brock. You know this firsthand. You are throwing into rush hour, and there aren't a lot of easy completions to be found in that part of the field.
Yeah, and a lot of those throws, Kate, you're signing your guy up to take some sort of hit. It's on you to protect your guys. Credit that defense for flying around and making the play.
Last pass unsuccessful. Let's see what they do on third down. Here's Young to throw. He put some air under it deep down the left. And they really went for it on third down, didn't they? But the heave falls incomplete. Now they're facing fourth down.
You never, ever, as an offense, like 3 and outs, Kate, but you really don't like them on third down when you throw into tight coverage like that. Got to manufacture a better look.
They're going to go for it here, trailing in the fourth. Here he goes. Got to have this on fourth down. Got a man, and Horn has it. And he'll get it up to the 27. So they come through with 6, and they're rewarded for going for it on fourth down. They keep this drive moving, partner. Here's another first and 10.
At the 27-yard line.
To the air yet again. Young. And he just hucks this one away. Wasn't going to risk a throw or force something. It brings up second down.
That is a DB's best friend, pressure. That pressure earned that incompletion. They came in before he could find a target and hit him to alter that last-second attempt to get rid of it.
Sticking to the air, it's Young. That's incomplete left side.
That's what I call complimentary defense right there. That pressure by the group up front, that leads to the incompletion and to the benefit of that secondary.
Last pass unsuccessful, and they have third down here. Third and long for him here. In his man again, it's Leggett. And they will finally catch up to him just a second before he could reach that 40. They'll move the chains after that pickup of 12.
You're not going to last long in the National Football League if you don't convert a good chunk of your third downs. Nice find there to continue the series.
We've reached the 2-minute warning from Charlotte. Panthers gotta score in a hurry. Down a couple of scores, but still some time left and 3 timeouts as well. It's first and 10. Shotgun snap now to Young. Cowboys closing in, and they get to him. And the big play drives them backwards. Second down coming up.
I think his decision-making wrote a check that his legs couldn't catch this time. This QB can run, and he's ranging, looking for space, looking for an outlet. But there was none to be had. No escape route available this time.
Young working from the gun. Get some space around midfield. And he is tagged right as he brings that one in, Brock. But a solid gain right up towards that midfield strike. That goes as a gain of 25 yards and picks up the first.
First down. First and 10 at the 50-yard line.
Young looking to throw. Trying to push deep downfield. This is caught inside the 15. It's a full 40 yards on the play, Brock, and a new set of downs.
40. That's another Panthers first down. First down.
All their timeouts left, but they still need a quick score here. It's first and 10. The Cowboys signaling for their first timeout. And they still have 2 available for them as we approach the end of this game. All their timeouts left, but they still need a quick score here. It's first and 10. Back to throw. Here's Young. And this one too far in front of him. It's incomplete.
Okay, you get down to this tight red zone, and there's only so many pass plays you can run, largely because you don't have enough space to operate. Defense knows it, too. Give those guys some credit. They were all over that one.
Nearing the last half minute of play. Now second and 10. Here's Young again. Looking, but will not find it. So incomplete on second and goal, Brock. Chances starting to run thin to score here.
It's now third.
All right, so defensively, you've seen 2 throws now, and you turn both of them away. It seems fairly likely you have another one coming up here on 3rd and goal.
It does, and I think defensively, now you've really got to protect against the QB extending the play. Right after a couple incompletions, Kate, you know as a quarterback, if it's not there right away, I better be creative to try to find 6. I know I can sound like a broken record when I talk about timing and getting the ball out on time and on rhythm, but these outcuts, it is so imperative, and the best of them make it look oh so easy.
Hands are tied. Got to have it on this 4th down. The flag comes out. This is going to back them up to the edge of the end zone. One of the most common penalties in the sport. And the reaction, it's the same every time, Brock. Frustration from the coach as they get backed up 5 yards. The penalty makes it tougher, but their hands are tied here in the 4th. Gotta go for it. Desperation time here on 4th. And that was probably their last gasp. It's intercepted. Rasul Douglas picks it off.
You know, Kate, one of the tenets of the West Coast system that I was fortunate to play in, touchdown to check down. Touchdown to check down. You get in the red zone, it's touchdown to check down. You can't put the ball in harm's way. That's a brilliant job by the defense with their coverage, baiting the quarterback into the throw. You got to sail that one into the stands. Touchdown or check down. You can't possibly give an interception in that situation.
At the 18-yard line.
All right, here we go. 2nd down.
Yeah! There we go.
So the Cowboys come in and take this one on the road. And it was a game for fans of high-scoring football, wasn't it? I know Brock was enjoying seeing both of these offenses work, and really not a lot to dislike from either group. Just one side working at a slightly better clip than the other. That was the difference in the win. With Brock Ewart and our entire crew, I'm Kate Scott. You've been watching the NFL on EA Sports. The Cowboys are winners as we say so long from Charlotte.